Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the FieldTalk channel, to the FieldTalk podcast, which is somewhat repetitive, I guess. It is Monday, September 14th, 2020. It is just me and good old handsome Sal today. Sal, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I am burning again. It's like this weather over here.
Yeah, the fires are not going to stop, dude. It's all over from Washington down to Southern California, so pretty intense. Your dance moves, I give them a 8 out of 10. Very pleasing to the eye. So, as you can tell from the title, everybody, we have the Premier League Matchday 1 recap. We'll go over the scores. We'll talk about if we got any scores right or how close we were to getting them right and how wrong we completely were, because I was kind of wrong in a few of them. I know we didn't go through every game, but from the games that we did, I think I got 2. I know I got today's game right, so there's that. But anyways, do you have the scores in front of you?
I do. Let's start off with, of course, the first game of the new season. The one and only Arsenal, North London, baby. Represent. 3-0 against Fulham. I'm sorry, Fulham. You're just here for a visit. We'll see you later at the end of the year. Liverpool and Leeds, game of the weekend, and we'll get to that one afterwards. 4-3 in what was, damn, that's all I can say. Crystal Palace, Southampton, 1-0 Palace. West Ham and Newcastle, your boy David Moyes. I don't know what to say. 2-0 Newcastle. Sunday.
I'll get to that.
Yeah, Sunday, Leicester continuing where they left off. 3-0 against West Brom. Again, West Brom, we'll see you later at the end. One of the games we're looking forward to, Everton Tottenham. Everton starting off 1-0. And then today's Wolves 2-0. Raul Jimenez breaking records. And then Chelsea 3, Brighton 1.
So what record did Raul Jimenez break?
He broke Wolverhampton's top scorer record.
Ooh, very interesting. Congratulations to the Mexican Raul Jimenez.
Yes.
Big fan of his. Unfortunate that he plays for Wolves, but he makes Wolves a complete team and a great team. So that's the positive there. I will have to say, I missed both of those games today. I missed the Everton Tottenham game because the Premier League every freaking season decides to start this new relationship with a provider or a network or some crap, some BS. And now this year is Peacock, I believe it is.
Yes.
What the hell is even Peacock? Because well, for one, I'm not paying it. 2, I guess I'm going to be missing a shit ton of Premier League games. And the positive of that, I guess I'll put all my time into La Liga games because, it is what it is. But back to my question. What the hell is Peacock besides being like a streaming service?
Peacock is NBC's service. I mean, the whole thing. So all of us got out of cable. Well, not everyone, but to those of us who got out of cable, we did it because we didn't want to pay for the channels that we didn't want. And in doing so, it made all these big corporations say, what if they're going to go off? We're going to make them pay for our services, which is still the same thing. So you're paying NBC Universal $4.99 for their freaking service. If you want ads, if you don't want ads, you're paying $9.99. Paying on top of that, if you want the Champions League, now you have to pay CBS another $4.99, $9.99, whatever they're freaking charging. And then if you do football or sling, you're paying those prices on top of that. So everything is really just stupid everywhere. And I'm not going to say where you can go watch these games because it might get us in trouble, but you can go on Twitter. I mean, Twitter, put it out there. Fans will help you out.
Just hit up Sal in the DMs at Sal Talk Soccer, and he'll let you know.
Yeah. I'll give you
yeah. So this streaming is getting super annoying because I have Fubo. I went with Fubo because Fubo gives you everything, an array of everything that you want. I have now they just added ESPN, so I have ESPN, but I don't have like ESPN Plus or the ACC network or the SEC network or just little things here and there. But I have the majority: BN, Fox, uh, TUDN. What's Univision? That was TUDN, right? No, that's
Yeah, that's
Telemundo.
that's
Okay.
Univision.
Okay, so then I got Telemundo. I got everything that you can think of, and then so I'm like, yeah, I'm set. And then I have access to ESPN Plus account, so I was set there. And then now Premier League hits me with this freaking Peacock. I'm not gonna say how much I pay for Fubo, but it's not okay. It's not like an absurd amount, but it's a decent amount for a subscription based streaming service. I don't feel like I should be paying more than that for all this extra shit because by the time I add up all these services, I might as well have cable. I might as well have a TV with channels that I don't need to be watching. It's super pointless. Um, Totally pissed me off because I wanted to see James Rodriguez debut, and then lo and behold, he has a great game. Everton wins, which is another plus. And all I can do is read it on Twitter. It was super depressing, super disappointing. But yeah, so I guess the bone I have to pick with this year with the Premier League is this dang Peacock NBC thing. It's an interesting name, I guess, because we always thought the NBC logo was like a
It is a
peacock,
peacock. It is. They've
right?
always been the
Yeah.
peacock. Yeah.
So it is an interesting name. But other than that, they're a piece of shit because now they want to make me pay. When I had the NBC Sports app, it doesn't even matter anymore. I can
No.
delete that off my phone. So yeah, they always find some loophole to basically put it, stick one to you. So back to the scores. Arsenal beats Fulham 3-0. I agree with you. Fulham needed a better start than this. Even if it was a loss, a closer score would have been better. Yeah, you see, Justin had the same issue. Nobody could see the damn game. I
Wait,
went
before
on
we
Fubo today. Wolves wasn't there and Chelsea wasn't there, so I was like, son of a bitch. Peacock strikes again.
before we get into all of this, I think all of us were like under the impression we're gonna pay NBC Gold again, right? Whatever it was, the $60-$80 for the whole freaking season. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Just take my money. I haven't paid it in a long time for other reasons, but that's just my reasons. But I thought, all right, cool. I'll pay the 60 this year. That's fine. That way I have all the majority of the games.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay you $5 a month of freaking just for Premier League. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I'm paying ESPN $5 a month and they're giving me freaking Serie A, they're giving me Bundesliga, they're giving me MLS, they're giving me more than what I asked for, then why? Why am I paying the Premier League? I mean, the infrastructure is there on ESPN to pay for freaking. I mean, not to pay, but they have the championship, so I don't get why Premier League doesn't just say, "Hey, ESPN, let's cut a deal somewhere," and boom, just throw everything
Yeah.
on ESPN. But you know, it's neither
Yeah,
here or
they're
there.
they're
That's
pretty much fine with ESPN having the FA Cup if they even have the FA Cup this year because who knows, maybe they gave that right to another streaming service. Who the hell knows?
yep.
But yeah, back to the game at hand. So what positive? I definitely didn't wake up for this one. I'm sure you did because it is your team. What positives did you see? Aubameyang gets on the score sheet. What was it? Gabriel, right?
Yeah, Gabriel Magales, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry, but yeah, Gabriel gets on the score sheet. Lacazette getting on the score sheet as
Lacazette.
well, which is a positive. I mean, the positive out of it is that William contributed. And the jokes are out there. I mean, it's because they wore blue, so he felt comfortable in the shirt. But honestly, he fit well. He fit well in this Arteta system, with Arteta, whatever you want to call it. The team played just how they did coming out of the FA Cup, out of the Community Shield. They sat back on the ball when they needed to. They pressed high when they needed to. And that's the Arsenal we're looking at right now. It's not like they're this big team that can control a game and just press forward all the time. No, but they have the infrastructure and it's growing. It's great to see Lacazette score, which he needs to be scoring now often. If he gives 15 to 17 goals in a season, that's great. Aubameyang, of course, still scoring, but it's that spot where Willian is at. What do you do with Pepe? Because Willian showed that he can contribute, and that's what Lacazette and Aubameyang need. Are the 70, 75 million that Pepe was paid for just to have him sit on the bench now? Or that's my concern. Other than that, I mean, you have a midfield that who's on midfield? Niles, Shaka, Eleni, and Bellerin were on the midfield, and then of course Ceballos coming in. Ceballos not having the full training session yet, but once you throw Ceballos in there, it's a great midfield, and we'll see what comes next if any signings happen.
Okay. So are you content with the defense, how they play? I know it's not like a great side, very attacking side, but from what you could see, would it compete? I believe your next game is against Liverpool, right?
I believe I'll tell you right now. I have
No, it's
no, it's not
West
Liverpool
Ham.
because is it West Ham?
West Ham. Yeah.
Because we play Leicester and then Liverpool. No, we play Liverpool at the end of the month. So I think we can beat West Ham. Yes. When it comes to Liverpool, I think we know how to play Liverpool, and it's just sitting back. And I think that's the thing about this defense. They know how to sit back. You have Tierney and Gabriel, who can sit back and defend well, and then it's just who's on the right of Gabriel. Is it Rob Holding? Is it going to be Bellerin? Is it going to be William Saliba, who has yet to see time? So we don't know yet. But am I comfortable with Tierney and Gabriel? Yeah, I am. I think they're solid defenders who can keep that defense good.
Okay. And yeah, just for correction, out of your first 5 games, you play Liverpool first, and then in mid-October you play Man City and Matchday 5.
Yeah.
So your defense is going to be put to a test. I guess we can transition with that. Being Liverpool, your next game, they did show some good signs, but they also did show some signs of weakness. Leeds, to be fair, I feel like my prediction of a tie was basically what should have been the outcome. Unfortunately, though, for Rodrigo, he had a bad first outing for Leeds United, giving up that horrible penalty in the dying minutes of the game, and allowing Salah to complete his hat trick of what seemed to be mostly penalties. I believe it was 2 penalties and 1 from the run of play. What did Bielsa do right in your eyes to basically show what Liverpool is made out of this season?
He sat back on Liverpool. He really did. And he played the long ball when he needed to play the long ball. The same thing Arsenal did against Liverpool during the Community Shield. Van Dijk, I think, has the distinct honor of being one of the center backs who allow, I believe it was, I have the stat somewhere, and I should have brought it with me. But he's something about letting freaking goals come in when they're in front of him, something like that. So, Jesus, I mean, for being the best defender in the league, to have that kind of a stat is just. But we see Liverpool for who they are. I mean, the second they start going forward, they throw bodies forward, and it takes them a while for them to get back. So if teams can exploit that, and Marcelo Bielsa's teams are known for attacking, so there we go. I mean, Rodrigo, I'm sorry. I'll give Rodrigo the pass. He's a striker. He doesn't defend. I mean, is he known for defending, Mario?
He's had instances, but he's not like a Firmino, like coming back and getting the ball like that. He's not like, he's more just, he's very known for finishing, just for goal scoring. Valencia, he wasn't, dropping back like that. I understand why he was back there. It's the diamonds of the game. You're trying to protect at least the point. They were crashing the box a lot at the end of the second half. So, you just add your extra man. And unfortunately for Rodrigo, it was him. So he gets the pass. We do see.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. So that's basically the stat. Yeah, that's the stat. Thank you, Just. And he also mentioned that he was super wrong about that Liverpool game. Yes, you were. I did see a lot of goals. I saw 4. We got 7. So that was great to see. I believe who's the dude that was an NCAA product, went to MLS, and now is scoring for Leeds? Was that Harrison?
Jack Harrison, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
that is very interesting to see. Very awesome to see. I always thought being a NCAA soccer product in the US really didn't amount to much. But in this instance, we do see that it paid dividends. So that was a cool little, I guess, a tad bit of information to stumble upon when I was going through Twitter as the game was going on. I am like I called it. Bielsa just had to do what he's known for, attack, and he did it well in the, I guess, game plan that he had set. Those long balls were very effective. It seems to be long balls are the kryptonite to Liverpool, I guess we can
Yep.
probably say.
Yeah.
And they actually did have a chance. Who was the one that broke away, went around, or had like a one-on-one versus what's his face? Goodness gracious, I can't think of this goalie's name right now. Drawing a
No,
blank.
freaking Allison.
Allison, thank you, Allison, and basically missed an opportunity there. Got pushed back out towards like the outside of the box. Well, he didn't really go outside of the 18, but he was like closer to the outside of it. So they did have more opportunities to score, as to why I believe that the game should have been 3-3, 4-4, something of that nature.
Here's the request from Justin.
Can you talk about all the man buns in that Leeds United? Well, okay, so I'll quickly get to that. Me and Sal have commemorated Leeds United as the hipster team. It's hip to be a Leeds United fan. And there you go, man buns galore. So there's your answer. It is a hipster team, and it is verified by the man buns. I'm just kidding. I really don't know. That's very good verification.
That is
with
the
it.
Yeah, that is the standard haircut. The pineapple head, as I'm going to call them from now on.
We'll roll with it. So Bielsa was running a 4-1-4-1. So that's super interesting. And of course, Klopp sticks with his traditional 4-3-3. So Salah has 3 goals. Do we see him continuing this goal streak, or is that just a one-off?
That's 3 goals. I mean, we get it. Penalties are hard, but still, that's to get a hat trick from penalties. And really, the first one, all right, fine. I mean, but I think if Rodrigo had just kept himself planted, that third penalty wouldn't have happened. I'm not giving Salah anything. I'm, just his prediction. He'll start sliding eventually. I mean, people right now, since I'm doing fantasy, everybody's all like, "Oh, we got to pick up Salah now." Yeah, pick up Salah, everyone. Like, just forget about Vardy. Just let Vardy slip down. Let me pick Vardy up later on the cheap, and I want to win money. So,
well, speaking about Vardy, that 3-0 victory, he did get a brace, and it was penalties. So the penalties are coming for the golden boot. It's going to be the golden boot of penalties.
Basically,
right? Yeah. And so Leicester took care of business. West Brom we could probably say another Fulham. Hello, goodbye.
Yeah. They're not gonna. They're freaking just. Yeah, they just came out and they defended like ass. Looked like a damn Sunday League team.
Yeah, like I said about the Fulham team. If you're gonna come out and lose on match day 1, at least make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more competitive. Giving up 3 goals is not like, I guess you could call it a rout, right? Because it's a clean sheet and you got scored on by more than 1 goal. It's not like the Crystal Palace that have the game where it's very boring, like 1 goal and then that's it. Well, the Everton game, I guess that was, but Everton, Richarlison, great game, except the chances that he totally messed up on. Um, so yeah, to that Everton Tottenham game, Mourinho, I'm backing you this year, and you're already hitting me with we lost because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
The hell is
Mm-hmm.
that all about, man?
Yeah, but
But he
that's
did tell the cameras that he was going to tell the players something that he can't tell the camera people or the media, I guess you could say. So I'm very interested to see what that is. Amazon, what is it called? What's the one on HBO called? Hard Knocks, right?
Hard
So
Knocks. Yeah.
The Amazon Hard Knocks of Tottenham is done and over with. So now he's going to be able to probably be the real Mourinho and not the camera Mourinho. So I see Tottenham bouncing back. But on the other side, I love the fact that Ancelotti gets his first win, starts off the season well, and his three new signings make their debuts, and they have a great game. Alan Decore and James Rodriguez. Richarlison, like I mentioned, had a couple F-ups, and that's unfortunate. But they still get the win. And Pickford gets his first clean sheet of the season. So well, I'm going to keep a tally on that. How many clean sheets can Pickford get? I'm going to say under 10
Ooh, the
because
over.
Hugo
You
Lloris
going?
had 4 last year. So,
Ooh, the over under.
but then he
Ooh,
didn't play.
I'm gonna give him 7.
Okay, so under 10. I'm going under 10. Anything under 10.
I'm going anything under 7. I can't see him getting anywhere near 10. I can't.
He said under 7. Holy yes. All right, so we got that going. So who does Everton play West Brom next? So that's, I don't know how you want to call that.
Everton.
Yeah. Speaking of Moyes, yeah, it's an unfortunate case of events. They're losing 2-0 and especially conceding those 2 goals in the second half. But supposedly, from what I've read, West Ham are trying to pick up the fullback from Chelsea, Emerson.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is able to be completed, helps out West Ham a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. They did lose Zabaleta this past, even though Zabaleta's done and dusted ages ago, since the time he left Man City. He was able to, I guess, help that defense somewhat. So the signing of Emerson is going to be a treat. It's just basically comes down to Moyes and what he could do with the rest of the team because that team is, I don't know, a lost cause at this point.
So who gets sacked first? Moyes or Mourinho?
I'm not going to say either of them. I'm going to say they both stick it out. West Ham is going to have to keep Moyes. I don't see who you could replace Moyes with. Like, who's out there that's going to want the West Ham job? It's going to have to be a very average name, below average. So I think Moyes has what it takes. He's not a top 6 kind of guy. When he was with Everton, he was steadily in 7th, 8th. So it's going to be hard to do that with Everton, with West Ham. But I can at least see him staying alive in the Premier League. So if he can manage that, then I don't see why you would, throw him out the door because what the board at West Ham can't really be like, we should be in the Champions League every season. Like, there's no way your aspirations are that high, especially with the players that you have. And come on, like there's no way. So notable names in the scoring books, we have Mohamed Salah, we have Jamie Vardy, Aubameyang gets on the score sheet, and Raul Jimenez. Those are notable. Those are the only ones that I wanted to throw in Calvert-Lewin, but I don't recall where he was at in the chase for the Golden Boot last year.
He wasn't. He wasn't that
So
high up.
so basically just was scoring okay, but not really blowing it out the water in that sense. He just basically had his come up. Well, maybe this season, Calvert-Lewin will throw his hat into the ring, but I won't put him on the list of notable scorers at the moment. So you had Aubameyang. I had
Yep.
Aubameyang. Who did Jess have? Jess, who did you have again?
Martial.
Martial. Okay. So, well, Man United hasn't played yet. So they played this weekend coming up. They play on the 19th, Saturday. So we'll see how Martial gets going. And so, yeah, that's that for now. Okay. I had something. I totally forgot what I wanted to talk about. Okay. You said you had earlier when we were talking before we started this show, you had what was it? A Jaden Sancho what?
Jaden Sancho watch party, everybody.
There
Let's
you
see
go.
where Sancho's going to end up now. Reports coming out again from Dortmund. They are ready. They just need 120 million pounds, euros, whatever it is. But that's all they need. 120. That's it. But the report afterwards came out that he wants to stay at Dortmund, that he's gonna finish the year at Dortmund. Transfer window doesn't close until October, what? Mid-October,
Yeah.
right?
October
5th?
5th, I believe. Yeah.
Well, we got a couple weeks, people. Does he end up at United, Mario?
Does he end up at United? At this point, I'm gonna say no. I If he's saying now that he wants to stay at Dortmund, something must have changed, or it's basically he's given up
Oh no,
himself.
no. That's just the Dortmund management saying that he's staying.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because if he's came out and said it, then he's probably sick and tired of hearing all this crap, and then the two clubs not being able to come to a decision on him wanting to leave. So he has his agreement, and I was gonna say if that's the case, then yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess I'll stay. Basically, like another Messi, like, all right, you're gonna make this team play an absurd amount of money. I might as well stay. I might as well just play, do my time, kind of deal. So if it's Dortmund saying that, then yeah, I'll still stay with the fact that yeah, he's not going anywhere. They're adamant on keeping him, I guess. And did they play recent? Did the Bundesliga
They
start already?
no the DFB
It was a
Polka.
cup game.
The DFB
It was a
Polka
cup game.
played. So
Okay.
so they played today actually, and he's on the score sheet. So he's doing his job. He's doing it. He's doing what he needs to do. But as Justin says, fuck the Glazers. I mean, 120 million. I mean, it's not like they can't spend it though. But that's the future. He is the future.
Yeah, but you like teams have been, a little bit more lenient with everybody going through the same issue, the pandemic, budget wise, money wise, whatever you want to call it. Why can't you just meet them, not like halfway, but like, just come up with a better price tag? Like, I get it. He means that much to you, but you guys have a starlet player coming out every season. Look at Holland now. You have Holland do scores. He could handle it on his own. You just bring in the next Dembele or the next Jaden Sancho. They bring them. Like, I feel like they legit grow them over there at Dortmund.
Yeah.
So just lowered it a little bit. Meet Man United where they at a price range where they want to pay. But I don't
I
know.
think this is the case, and we'll transition into Kai Havertz afterwards. But this is the case for Kai Havertz. Leverkusen wanted 100 million for Kai Havertz. Chelsea paid 72, 82, something around there. But the majority of it, the rest of it is made up in add-ons. So if Havertz does meet certain criteria, Leverkusen gets more money. I don't know why Dortmund can't say, look, we'll give you Sancho, give us 90. We can make up the rest in whatever other add-ons you want to do. You guys make it the Champions League, right? All right, give us
Yeah.
another 10, 20. Oh, you make it into Final Four of Champions. Okay, we get this much more, yada, yada, yada. And little insight from the world of Sal, as all of you know, I do have season tickets for the Galaxy. And within my days at the Galaxy, I've met scouts for different Premier League teams. It's known that there are scouts within the US who constantly go out and scout MLS teams to see who they take, which is how Alphonso Davies ended up at Bayern Munich. There's a Bayern Munich scout in Canada just for that reason. But within the Galaxy structure, there is a scout for Southampton. I won't give names or anything, but he's there at every game. He once let me know, and we've had this conversation within our own FieldTalk chat. United's war chest is big. It is one of the biggest war chests imaginable. They can go out and they can buy players whenever they feel like it. Why don't they do it? That's the question. I mean, it's not like FFP is gonna shit on them. I mean, if it hasn't shit on multiple teams, then I doubt,
Yeah,
them
for real.
going. Yeah, I doubt them going, and saying, okay, you want 120? You know what? Let's shut the F up. Here's 130. Give us Sancho, and you know what? That extra 10. If we want someone else later down the line, you know what? Let's have first dibs. Easier said than done, but again, owners like the Glazers, they're not gonna want to lose that much money, even if the war chest goes deep. And to that scout's point, that war chest is deep that if United didn't let fans into Old Trafford for at least 5 to 7 years, they would not be in the red. So just let that sink in.
Yeah, that's intense. So I'm reading here, just puts in the comments, we offered them 90 plus 18 in add-ons. They said F off. So I was, after you made the whole spiel about Chelsea doing 82 or 72 plus add-ons, I was thinking, okay, why doesn't Man United do that? Well, Justin just definitely answered that one for me. In that sense, then it basically comes down to Dortmund. Dortmund saying they're willing to listen and play game, and then when they get the offer, they're just like, you know what, that doesn't sound right. So it seems like they're finding every other excuse in the book to just kind of blow it off. And I guess Wednesday we'll continue with the Jaden Sancho watch because what else is there to say? It's, like we've already said, he's agreed to terms. Now it's just about finding that 120 or whatever deal that possibly can be made. We could continue going on in circles. The possibilities are endless. At this point, I'm going to say he stays because Dortmund is unwilling and does not want to give up Jaden Sancho. So now we can get into your Kai Havertz spiel and how much you love him. So let's get
He's
into that.
Morata 2.0, baby. He's Morata. Did you see him play today? Oh my God. There is
No, thanks to Peacock.
Oh, that's true. NBC. Fuck off, NBC. All right. Sal says fuck off. You're gonna fuck off. None of us are gonna pay for your damn shit. All right.
I'm not
Come to me, everybody. Send me a DM. I'll give you the links to go watch the games. Don't pay them. Force them to give us this on the freebie. Anyways, back to no, but I will say this before I get into the spiel. They did say that with Peacock, they're gonna put some of the games for free. That's the only reason why I downloaded Peacock. It was like, oh yeah, some games are gonna be on the freebies. I would go and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't freebies. They're forcing me to pay to get this bullshit. So, anyways,
yeah, they said like a 7-day free trial, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna do that. It's pointless. But yeah. Continue.
So, Kai Havertz, first match, he didn't look comfortable. I know Chelsea fans are gonna be like, he looked comfortable. Didn't you see his touch? Yeah, I saw his touch. He fucking flanged that ball to the fucking stands like if someone was there. So he's not comfortable. He's not gonna be comfortable. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna flop. He's gonna get about 5 goals this whole season. He's gonna get 1 assist. 1 assist. 1 fucking assist.
Goodness gracious.
All right. Then he's gonna be calling back home to Germany. No one's gonna want to take him. It's gonna be some, mid-table team. He's gonna end up at Hertha Berlin. He's gonna end up back at Leverkusen. He's gonna do something, but he's not gonna be at Chelsea. Chelsea's not gonna win the league. Chelsea's gonna be in 5th or 6th place at the end. Lampard's gonna lose his job. Yeah, bye Chelsea. Go back and sink into your hole. That's it. Bye, fuckers.
It's funny that you're not a big fan of this Kai Havertz. From the time that he blew up on, I guess, social media, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's amazing. He's this. He's that." Yeah, he's good. I get it. He's a good player, but I remember when I don't know. He probably didn't get this much attention, but to me, Goretzka, when he was playing before he went to Bayern, he was a great player. He was amazing, and he goes to Bayern, stays within the league, and now is the Champions League winner. I feel like compared to Kai Havertz, and you could say Goretzka is more like a defensive mid of sorts, but to me, he's just a center mid. He can play attacking, he can play defensive. He has everything, every tool needed. So that's why when Kai Havertz blew up, I was just like, I'm not even gonna pay attention to this noise. It basically that's all it was is noise. He did have 80+% percentage in passing accuracy or whatever, which is not bad. But there is that awful video going around where he just shoots it into the stands. And it's kind of like, what did you see over there? Like nobody, not a center back or the left back was there. Nobody. It was just super random. So yeah, Kai Havertz, I wish I could say more, but thanks, like I said, to Peacock, I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But
you know, I haven't shat on the kid for so. I mean, when we did our Bundesliga shows, I gave him the praises in the world, and I said he shouldn't move to the Premier League. He should have moved on to a Bayern, to a big club within, or just stay at Leverkusen. He needs more development. He needs more time.
yeah,
Bundesliga isn't Premier League, and it isn't La Liga. I mean, if you really want to look at it, I mean, Bundesliga is right there with Serie A, I think, in 3rd or 4th, whichever you may want to call it. But he needed more development. And Roman Abramovich being in love with him and wanting to bring him in, it's just let the kid stay another year, another 2 years. He's 2021. Let him develop, then buy him off, right? But maybe he saw it as maybe he'll be overpriced in a few more years. Who knows? We don't know. I mean, this isn't the case with Timo Werner, where Timo was, he was ready to go. Timo was set. He couldn't do anything else at Leipzig. So I'm still giving praises to Timo, but Kai, at the end of the day, yeah, you're going to end up going back to Germany.
There's some youngsters that are very talented, and you'll say it's too soon, and they totally show you that it wasn't too soon. And then there are those players that ball out. People praise them like crazy. So media and social media start giving them super, just a great amount of attention. And you end up being completely wrong. Yeah, they weren't ready. Kai Havertz is one of those players. He wasn't ready, or he's not ready. And then again, it's one game. So we could be wrong, but sometimes looks aren't as deceiving as they say they are. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We move forward. One last subject I want to touch on. Will Bale come back to the Premier League?
Oh man. So Madrid is paying for him to be taken off, right?
Yeah, Madrid is tired of having him. He came back from Wales duty and said he wasn't going to go to training because he has a bruise or something on his knee, and we don't even have any medical reports because he refuses to get a medical or or physical or whatever it is to basically get a diagnosis on what's actually wrong with his knee. So now it sounds like total BS. He's probably just as peed off as we are about not playing. We kind of I say we as in most Madrid fans want him gone. I would assume most Madrid fans agree with me. And the likely suitor is probably somewhere in the Premier League, I believe. So do you think that Bale could make a comeback to the Premier League?
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought maybe Tottenham. Maybe he should just go back to Tottenham. Didn't he have a good season under Mourinho?
He didn't play with Mourinho.
Oh
He
no.
came in the year Ancelotti came in when they won
Oh, okay.
the Champions League.
So I don't know. I think Tottenham will suit him. Tottenham needs someone like him. I don't see anyone else that needs him. Maybe Everton, but Everton, I think, is set. You look at the Premier League. Who can really take him, and where does he really fit in? I think Tottenham are one team that really do need him. I don't see a United needing him. I don't see a Chelsea needing him. I don't anyone who we consider top six, top eight. I mean, it's
I
hard
want
to
to I want to
say.
say I want to say it's like a team between 8th and 15th, whatever teams those are. It's something that he would go to. I honestly don't like I would want him to go back to the Premier League with all the drama that's going with this. I don't see him going back anytime soon. I think he's making it hard on Madrid, and we're coming up. Well, not we, but I say we because like as if I'm actually running things. But the board is finding any which way to get him out. We've offered to let him go for free. We've offered to help for the next 2 years of his contract. I I don't know. I feel like he would go okay in like a Leicester, a Leeds, something like that.
Yeah,
I would want to say like a Sheffield, but do they have the money in the long run? Probably not. But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like any team in the Premier League can get him because Madrid is willing to take a hit. Madrid is willing to help out. So I feel like it's dumb in a sense for a team to be like no thanks,
yeah,
when he's not a bad player, but whatever he's going through psychologically at this moment or mentally, I don't know. But
yeah.
maybe that's kind of what's shooing teams away. Like, oh, he's just there on your bench sleeping and he's, laughing and making jokes. And then now he doesn't want to show up to practice. I don't know. But I just thought I'd throw that in there for, little shits and giggles. But I guess we'll see what ends up happening at the end of the day.
Isn't Brighton on the Wales side?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
also there's another team. Oh no, Swansea was, but
Swansea,
Swansea's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
Swansea's
mean,
not in
it
the.
could be something great for Brighton to just bring in, the captain of Wales. Be good once they get fans in the stands.
Yeah,
Tottenham, I'm telling you, if he goes back to Spurs, Spurs fans would be more than ready to welcome him back with open arms and give him back his good gracious that he needs to earn back.
I don't think he ever lost anything with them. I believe it was the time to move. You know,
Oh no,
and then again,
I'm saying in general what he's earned from everyone in the football world, soccer world. I mean, if he was,
yeah,
for him to redeem himself at Tottenham would probably make the story that much better. And if he can help Tottenham get maybe an FA Cup, or something, or some kind of trophy, because not like he can't do it. I mean, he's up there, but
I'm just laughing at the fact that you're mentioning Tottenham getting a trophy.
I
That's
know. I mean but that's
man,
probably the only way to
that
save his career, really. I mean, before because all of us are
it's like
looking at him like
LeBron
a
going back to Cleveland and winning a championship, basically.
yeah. That's basically it. Yeah. So I mean, but it's harder over here than it is for LeBron.
Well, yeah, LeBron just rolls through the freaking. Well, he didn't have to. He didn't necessarily roll through the competition because he did end up against the Warriors, but to get to the championship, it was a lot
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
It's the Eastern Conference. Come on, man. Everybody, nobody except LeBron rolled through every team in the East.
for real. So we've gone through the scores. We've hit a couple topics. Kai Havertz, according to Sal, is already a bum. and will continue to be a bum.
Bum.
Jaden Sancho will not be in the Premier League this season. Neither will Bale. Well, possibly. We don't know. And so that leaves us basically Wednesday, September 16th. We will be back here at the same time as usual, 8:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific. I like when people say that. They're like, yeah, 5:30 Pacific. No, it's like Pacific. Yeah, nerd. I'm probably the nerd for correcting somebody. Anyways, so we'll be back Wednesday with the Premier League preview for this upcoming weekend. You'll get to hear Just talk about his beautiful Manchester United and the first game they have coming up for them in the season, as well as Sal facing up against the chosen one, Moyes. And then and Everton, I'll talk about Everton going against the most difficult team in the league, West Brom.
Hopefully they're on TV.
Oh, dude. But it's 7:30, so who knows if I'd even wake up. I'd have to go on football and be like, record. I'll watch you when I wake up. So yeah, we'll basically be back with the Premier League recap. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And we'll, Justin, if you're still here, are we going to have What She Said on Wednesday? Please update me with that one. So until Justin updates me with that, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, evening, whenever you listen to this. Hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. Well, hit the like button if you liked it.
Smash that button.
Also,
smash it.
So, subscribe to the channel. We're slowly but surely gathering more subscribers, so it's awesome to see. And it just helps out the channel keep growing and getting more attention out on the YouTube sphere. I don't know why I'm off today, dude. Sal, close out the show.
Sending much love to my guys, Aniolo over there at Roma. Get better, my friend. I love you. We need you back. With all that, ciao.